Have you heard yet? Look, bring it in. Have you heard the news yet? If not, play the clip. Eddie, play the clip. Co started almost 2 years ago with the idea of never being out of reach, being for the prosumer, being for the shops. It was a brand developed for the people. We wanted it for it to be used everywhere, not just here, there, not just for them. We wanted to open it up and give you something that you would use in your business like we loved in ours. And out of that came learning. We had to learn a few things. We had to understand what it truly meant to look good on a shelf. We didn't get that, right? We thought, man, this looks great. Americana vibes. This is us. We had to learn what it meant to put proper instructions on the bottle. What was OSHA compliant? We didn't understand it, dude. We were literally creating this out of passion. We did it, man. We went to production, we went live, and it has been overwhelming, the feedback we've received, and it's been overwhelming seeing people use our chemicals and liking it. But then, you know, we wanted to be more. We needed to be more. We need detail code not to just be, well, the labels are okay. And that is why this era has ended. The era that you are now seeing on the website will no longer be. We are reimagining ourselves. We are redefining the brand Detail Co. And with that, I want to introduce to you Detail Co. It's not a version update. It's not a redo. This is what Detail Co is. The labels are easy to read. Gone are the cute names. No, listen, I love it too. I love calling it Nemesis. I love calling it Loki. You can continue to do what you want, but we wanted when the user uses it, they know what they're using on the bottle. They know what Decon Shampoo is. They know what a microfiber wash is. They understand what a rinseless wash is, a hybrid wash. They get it. We wanted to simplify it, keep it simple, keep the KISS method going. We wanted the bottles to look great on the shelf. We wanted to give you the cost effectiveness of the things you often use. We wanted to give you all that, and we've done it. We've done it. Gone are the days of not understanding what the product does. Gone are the days of not seeing the SDS sheets and having the information you want on it. Those days are gone. I want to introduce you to Detail Co. This is our dream realized. Let's go. What do you think? What do you think? We made significant changes. Now, let's talk about what we have here, and we're going to do you a demo on the Decon Shampoo with a hybrid wash with the new Technician's Choice 210. Review on this coming soon. In this video, I'm just going to use it as a contact wash. So what we have in the line so far that is complete would be the Renaissance, which is now called microfiber wash, Decon Shampoo, which was hard wash. These are all new formulations. We all had to beat the old formulas because the old formulas were insane. So they have some tweaks, minor tweaks, or big overall just redone. We have a wheel and tire cleaner that's new to us. That one's diluted 5-to-1, 10-to-1, 15-to-1. Do not use it straight. It can murk your rim and wheel. And then we have our ceramic spray sealant here, our ceramic foam sealant, which 10-to-1, 15-to-1, 25-to-1 in pump sprayer. You let it sit, you let it cook, and what it does is it evacuates water. So it does a super job. It does a super job at sheeting and slight beading, but more on the sheeting side is what we're going for with these. So the labels now have the names, it now has pictograms, now has the real instructions. So in this video, you and I are going to go over and show you the cleaning power of Decon Shampoo. Now, you're like, Eddie, when would you use Decon Shampoo? That's a great question. I would use it for a contact wash if I was gonna do a reset per se. So Decon Shampoo, foam on, rinse off, decon in the bucket, use that in my contact wash, or I would use it as a pre-wash. In this instance, we're using it as pre-wash. We got a bunch of bugs, dirt, all that in front of the front clip in the glass. We're gonna decon that to pull those down, break it up. And then the dilutions are pretty simple. So the instructions say here, you want to dilute this 10-to-1. So right here, foam cannon, 10-to-1, tires, 5-to-1, contact wash, 2 or 3 ounces on the bucket. Do not let dry. Do not use in direct sunlight dry because it wasn't made like that. What scent did you use? Nothing. There's no scent in here. So when you're looking at this, it doesn't smell like anything. It's not going to make you feel like anything else. Here's the color of the juice. This is 50 mils. I have 700 mils in my foam cannon, so I'm going to go 70 mils here. And you can see that right there. Hopefully you can see that. Put that in here, and then I'm going to show you the foaming of it, how good it looks. and then we'll see how it does on the bugs on the front clip. All right. And you can see how that foam just is thick. Again, for someone whose water is hard, here's what you want. You can make it as thick or as foamy as possible. I'm gonna get the whole clip here. Again, got a bunch of bugs all over. And now, it doesn't have to be that thick. If you want it thinner, just add more water by turning the nozzle on your foam cannon. And then that's not moving. Old soft or old hard wash, quote unquote, would have started moving on the panel. I'm gonna let that sit for as long as possible. Again, I'm leveraging this as a pre-wash, which is great, but on the panel itself, it gets like that, and it has better dwell time than our old formula, which our old formula is awesome. It's just, we wanted to change some things up. I'm gonna show you here on this panel, so you see what I mean. So before, if I overdid this, it would just clump on itself and pull down, but you can see the heavier it gets, the more just to start sustaining a panel like you want a good high pH soap to do. And again, I'll stack it on top of itself. You can see what I'm talking about. And it's just doing this thing, just like that. It gets, the thicker it gets, the more creamy it gets on the panel. And that's what you get from hard wash. I didn't touch the other side, we're gonna let that cook. And that's actually what I want. I want it to just stay on the panel as long as possible. I want it to cook. I want it to separate. You can see the glass here has been about 2 minutes. You can see the hood. And you can see this side, which this side I have not touched. And you can just see how it stays on the panel. So the dwell time on this is pretty special. Like I said, for a high pH soap, it's very well done. I don't have any stress. Let me get the rest of the back here. And then let this sit for as long as possible. When you see a lot of separation on the panel and on the actual surface, at that point in time, you would then begin your rinse process. But we're good. We're gonna let this sit for 3 to 5 minutes. I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. This is the panel after about 3 minutes. You can see the updates we've done are keep it consistent, keep it creamy. This is the front clip here, which we foamed on first, and that is the front glass. I'll show you the left side of the car. And I think we're almost there where we can start rinsing. When it gets like that, I start to rinse. I have a lot more dwell time on the other side, so I'll start with this section first and start to rinse. I'm gonna show you the rinse off here. So you see we're still using dual surfactant technology. A lot of people think that's a scam, but that's just different surfactants working. And then you can see how easy the rinse off is. Easy. The rinse off was super easy. Now, you remember in the videos or the clips I played earlier, there was a bunch of bugs on that. There's not. Let's check this glass here so you can see it. See how I did on bugs? Took the bugs out. Let's get the front clip here. Now this is where you're gonna see a lot of what I'm talking about. This rinse off is divine. You can see the rinse off on the glass is pretty awesome. Rinse off on non-coated cars. We only put a sealant on that on the live a couple days ago. Check this out. You saw the bugs here. Let's see what happens. Now that's hard for you to see, there is none. Took it all off, okay? Took it all off, I didn't pre-treat it, I just foamed on. And then the rinse off is divine. Look at that. Now I'll get you up close and you can see that there is no bugs on this left. Is it gonna be the best bug remover in the world? No, just in my scenario, it did insane. What I love about Decon Shampoo is the slickness as well. What kind of test would this be if I did not show you how it works as a contact soap? I'm gonna show you on the glass. The glass is not ceramic coated. It was foamed on with our foam sealant. That foam sealant will last three months, depending on your conditions. But usually I put 2 ounces into a 4 gallon of water, so 50 mils, and I'm gonna add another 10. What do we chase with our Decon shampoo? We wanted slickness, cleaning. We wanted it to be used as a bucket soap. We want to use it as a pre-wash. We want to use a pump sprayer, clean your wheels. We wanted an all-in-one kind of nice soap that was a little safer in terms of what's in the chemical makeup. That's what we chased. So I'll show you the slickness of it on glass without foam. And then if I have some of my foam can, I'll foam more, but the slickness on this wouldn't match any soap on the market, in my opinion. Detail Co is not the only big news to drop. This video is sponsored by Jobber. I do want to go over Jobber. Jobber is a tool I use in my business for over a year, and it is my CRM, it is my invoicing, it is my getting paid, it is my reminders to my customers to leave a review. When you're getting into the detailing, the hardest thing to do in detailing is to ask for a review, but also to keep everything in one place so you don't have to use 15 different apps. This one schedules, this one helps you get the map. So in case you're going mobile detailing, you want to go house to house and do your business, it has all that built in, but also gives your customer a follow-up system that they could go in and see what kind of jobs you did for them. So if you have your customer on subscriptions to do maintenance washes, this is a phenomenal app for that. Again, links below gives you a 14-day free trial, also a deep discount. So if you want to sign up now, links in the description below. Back. So that glass does not have a ceramic coating on it at all. And I'll show you the water behavior here. This is our foam on sealant. So it's made to evacuate water. You see how it's sheeting water? It's made to evacuate water. So it is a straight sheeter of a product. It'll sheet. That's all it's gonna do. I did get a new glass because golf ball hit my old one. So that one has not even been properly prepped. Now, I have in my wash bucket this, and I want you to see that. Remember, this has not been prepped. I don't have soap in it. The slickness on this rivals any soap slickness, and it's very nice. It has great wetting. You can see it here on the panel. Now, if I show you that, you can see that's with stuff on there. I'll show you the middle of that. You can see that. And our sealant is not the slickest. It's meant to be a sheeter beater. So the slickness on this and the actual usage of it is pretty nuts. You can see how that looks like on that. So I am gonna wash the glass with this prep here, just to finish it here. And it is insanely slick, insanely slick. So you can use this as a bucket soap, guys. Okay, it's slick enough also to be used as a clay lube if you want. If you're doing a contact wash and that's the only soap you want to use for the job, you're good to do so. This does it all. Just to show you the indication of how slick it is as a bucket soap, you can use it as such. We did create it to be kind of that, a pre-wash, whatever you need it to be. It's a great Decon soap. Again, pH 12. And there you have it. I wanted to start with Decon Shampoo because that's our first exterior cleaning product next to wheel and tire cleaner. Why did we create this and what's the purpose of it? It is, I would call it a Swiss Army knife, a one that does many things well. Foams insane, cleans insane, clings on the surface very well. Also, the slickness is off the charts as a bucket soap and to die for. 5-to-1 does wheels and tires. Like, why'd you create a wheel and tire? Because this does wheel and tire, and that's it. This is made for one job only. This is for those individuals looking at one product that does many things in your business. Maybe you want to be more economical. Maybe you want to streamline it. This is that. It works insanely well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but welcome to the new generation of Detail Co. Links in the description below will take you to these products. Right now, currently, we have dropped the wheel and tire cleaner, Decon Shampoo, microfiber wash, the foam on ceramic sealant, which is more sheeting, beading versus just straight hydrophobic beading. And then what we have coming is our hybrid rinseless wash, our waterless wash, our dressing, which the dressing, chef's kiss. And then with Nemesis, rinseless, just got finished finalizing. That'll be down the road a ways, but we're gonna be dropping new products, Lord willing, every month as we finish testing, we finish rewriting, we finish getting approvals, and they are not gonna slack in any area. You want great instructions, you got great instruction. You wanna understand what it is, you can understand what it is. You want dilutable products, these are dilutable. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait for you to try this. Hit the like, subscribe, we're out.